Welcome back to the third and final part of tonight's show, everyone. I really hope you're having a dance to trance live. Hope you're warming you up on a Saturday evening. Bit cold outside, isn't it? New year, everybody's a bit depressed. No money, so everybody's sitting in the night. So plenty of listeners tonight, so we need some feel-good, uplifting tunage, don't you think? Keep your shouts coming via Mark Adams at Facebook. We'll sort you out, not a problem. We do this in 3 30-minute parts, remember? Kicking off with 30 minutes of Big Room House to warm you up, then the 30-minute guest mix, then concluding with this, 30 minutes of uplifting trance. All tunes supplied by you, of course. That's what makes this show unique. Just like a cookery show, you supply the ingredients and I cook up the beats. Not a Nigella Lawson one though, of course. We don't want to be as high as a kite, do we? Kicking off the final part of tonight's show, this is Richard Durand featuring Ali Lawson and Wide Awake. Thanks to Azima for this remix.
This is Judge Jules and you're listening to Mark Adams, All Mixed Up, live on Radio Craigavon.
A shout to Michelle McConnell in the US, also Omar Carrillo in Mexico. Any locals in tonight? Let us know where you're listening via the World Wide Web at Mark Adams at Facebook.
Listening to Mark Adams live on Radio Craigavon.
Playing tunes that are wider than Jordan. That's the River Jordan, obviously. This is really Craigavon Dance the Trance Live, playing Alex Morth and Kathy Burton. Thanks to Azima for this mashup. Keep your remixes coming, we love them.
Dance music, you know, this is Dance the Trance Live.
Any positive people in the house tonight? Is your glass half full or half empty sort of thing? Well, if it's half full, get it down you then. It's Saturday night for Christ's sake. Come on, party time, party time. I'm supplying the tunes. Can do more than that, can I? And here's another, we like this. We're having a Dance to Trance live each and every Saturday evening from 10 p.m. at Greenwich Mean Time, live from Northern Ireland. Glad to have your company tonight. Playing now, this is Roger Shah and Signaman and Danny in there. Thanks to Stunning Sound for this mashup. We like this. We're putting your speakers through their weekly test. So let's be having ya. Like NIE, we're keeping you lit on a Saturday evening. Glad to have your company. Shout to Anna Moody in Egypt. Also Leah Johnson in Lisburn. Thanks for your company tonight. You're keeping me nice and warm. 2 more tunes to go in tonight's show. Let's make 'em big.
It was once my
listening to Dance to Trance Live with Mark Adams on Radio Craig Avenue.
We're pumping up the thump on a Saturday evenings and setting the bar to a new level. That doesn't mean we're drinking 10 pints instead of 6, by the way. No, all tunage. We're completely sober. Okay, penultimate tune in tonight's show. This is a mashup from Max. Hope you enjoy this one. Radio Craigavon Dance the Trance live, putting the boot in your Saturday evening, live from Northern Ireland. We do this in 3 30-minute parts, so I hope you've tuned in to all. And these podcasts are also free and available to download via Spreaker and iTunes, so get stuck in there and catch up, fill your boots. It's all free, all free. Final couple of your shouts in tonight's show. A shout to Tom Cassidy in Belfast. What about you, mate? Also Nancy Prado in Mexico. Hope you are all well and suitably uplifted by the tunage tonight. Final tune in tonight's show. This is Jorn van Devoven and headliner. Thanks to Donsky G for this mix. Keep your mixes coming. And remixes. What makes this show unique, remember? You won't hear these tunes anywhere else.
This is Judge Jules and you're listening to Mark Adams, all mixed up, live on Radio Craigavon.
That's us, folks, for the first show of 2014. It's been cool. Thanks for your company. Don't forget to share us with your friends and spread the word. This is Radio Craigavon, Dance to Trance Live. Until next week, have yourselves a great week in the big bad world of work. Sleep well, everyone.